It is currently 9:07 in the morning. I am having such post-show blues right now. Um, it's kind of ridiculous because it's like, all right, man, come on. You even haven't had the show yet. The show's at 3 o'clock. Call's not until 1. Get over it. But the show has meant a lot to me. It's been really good. I'm gonna get some breakfast ready and we're gonna get going. So, woo. For today's breakfast, I had just some eggs and a bagel with cream cheese. I didn't want to have too much dairy right before we went for the theater. It is getting close to call time, so I left the house and checked in over at the theater, and it just felt really bittersweet just coming back into the dressing room, really for the last time for the show. This is me in my dressing gown. This actually is my dressing gown for my wedding day. But as you can see here, I'm preparing to get hair and makeup done. I usually do like a low bun whenever I play Golda. It's just easier to kind of maintain. Some of the other cast members were able to kind of braid their hair, but I have 3 different costume changes throughout the show, so I kind of need something that's a little easier to maintain throughout the production. But what's kind of cool is for my graying process, I've actually used dry shampoo, and the dry shampoo not only helps give that nice gray effect, but it also seeps up any oils that I might have while I'm performing. So if I'm sweating a lot, it actually works in both ways. So I'm grateful to have that, but I'll just, spray that down with hairspray to ensure that it sets. The fan is super helpful as well to kind of get everything into motion as well. And so I'm just patting it out just to make sure it doesn't look way too white. And then, of course, you got to get some hydration in because the show is very song heavy. And moisturizing is so big for me, and especially for my skin because I have rosacea. So trying to keep everything moisturized is always good. Really, anytime I really touch my face, it always just turns red anyway. Like people used to say, oh, Megan, why don't you wear blush whenever you do shows and such? And I'm like, well, because my face gets naturally red anyway. So I'm just trying to get that moisturizer just set in. Thank God for that hand fan because that thing was such a great tool during this production. And as you can see, I'm just patting out that extra dry shampoo just so my hair doesn't look stereotypically white. Going backstage. Let's see who I can bother today. Let's see. Oh, it's Clint. Hi, Clint. Of course, Mr. Clint was kind enough to help me do my mic test. Thankfully, I have a easy setup for my mic, which is good. And then I go back into my dressing room to finish up the process of getting makeup on and to age myself another 20 years or so. It's kind of weird just to imagine myself as a 40 to 50-year-old woman when I'm only just 29 years old. But it makes me kind of grateful and kind of realize like, hey, if I could look this age, or look a certain way at an age, I would be grateful for it still. But I actually am using a Wet n Wild foundation if you have any questions about it. I actually found it has really good coverage. I actually didn't have to really do any primer or color corrector. It actually covered relatively well, which is good. And I actually did not have to really touch it up. I think maybe at most we've done like some translucent powder while I was doing that. So I'm getting everything all ready. So I was really excited. And here's me in my first costume of the night. And I just felt really, really emotional about everything. mission right now, and right during the dream sequence, the power went out, and it was the weirdest freaking thing ever. Never had that happen before, but it was so fitting for it to happen during that scene. So yeah, your girl is tired. I'm covered in sweat. It is a great day. A great day.
Do you love me? Do I what?
And then once we closed the show, getting everything done up, like our costumes and such, was a big thing. And then, of course, to clean out the dressing room, I just felt really emotional about it all. And even just seeing the set just kind of just get collected and cleaned up and everything, it really kind of hit home that we're all done. And I am so grateful to my cast and crew during this whole production. They've been so good and so patient to me, and I'm just glad that I was actually been able to give an opportunity to be a leading lady. So thank you for being on this journey with me. Can't wait to see you for more opportunities.